Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're here with Aisha Jackson. You may have seen her in Beautiful the Carole King musical, Waitress, Paradise Square, or Frozen, where she made history as the first black woman to play Anna. So, let's get on with the video. Here we go! Broadway time! So our first question for you is, how did you get into theater?
Well, when I was in the sixth grade, my my brother came home and they were auditioning for Once on This Island at his high school, which ended up being my high school in the future. But I was in the sixth grade and we auditioned for Once on This Island for the little girl, and I got it. And then I had to go like on a school trip, so my sister did the second weekend. But yeah, I did that, and that was my first musical that I ever did. But I have been singing since I was younger in church. My whole family sings, so we all sing together. And yeah, that was my first musical. And then I ended up going to that high school and actually did a production of Aida my sophomore year with Jakina Calicango, who is the lead over here at Paradise Square.
Wow.
I was her understudy in that, and I got to go on. And when I went on, I was like, "Oh yeah, I like this." I felt very at peace and at home, and it was a way that I felt like I could use the gifts that God had given me to inspire others or minister to others, and yeah, tell stories and hopefully change a few lives along the way. But yeah, that was how it all started.
That's
That's so
awesome.
cool. What is your favorite show mishap?
My favorite show mishap. I've had many. But let's see. My shoe during Frozen one day, we were doing Love is an Open Door, and my shoe came off, and that was not a part of the choreography, but everybody thought that it was, which is hilarious. But it was not, and I spent the whole like end of the song trying to get it back on my foot, which is very Anna, so it worked out. It was fine in the end, but yeah, that I've lost the contact on stage before, and I am very blind. Like when I don't have these on, my seeing is highly impaired. So I had like one contact in, one contact out. That's happened. I've blanked on lyrics to songs and had to figure out how to get back in there. So yeah, show mishaps, they definitely happen, but we keep rolling with the punches.
What is a movie you would want to turn into a musical, and what is a musical you want to turn into a movie?
Ah, well, a musical I want to turn into a movie is Aida. And let's see, a movie I'd want to turn into a musical. Well, it's already happening, but Hercules.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah.
And wasn't Jelani Aladdin in the one that was
Yeah, in the park.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he was. He was. I didn't get to see him, but he was in it.
What was it like making history and doing Frozen on Broadway?
Yeah. Well, that was also another amazing experience. That came with some difficulties as well. But it was I don't know. It felt amazing to have that responsibility to show young chocolate drops that they can do it too. That we can be princes and princesses and lead a Disney show and break what is seen as the norm. And just because a character was first written for someone who was white doesn't mean that someone else of another race or culture. It doesn't mean we can't occupy that same role. If we fit the bill, then why not?
Right.
So, yeah. So it made me very happy. It brought me a lot of joy to be able to show our young men and women of color that they can do it too.
I like that. And I think that it's very important. And I think that you've
Mhm.
inspired multiple people,
Yes.
not only in the Broadway community, but everywhere. Because it was like on the news, people were writing about it, that you were Anna. So I think that's just crazy.
Yeah, it was a whirlwind, but it was beautiful to see the impact. I think
Right.
that was what I liked most about it,
Mm-hmm.
because I did have some hard days, and standing by is not an easy job.
Yeah.
It comes with many challenges. So yeah, it was always very refreshing to see the impact of me showing up, being myself, embodying this role to the best of my ability, and not allowing negativity to stop me from doing that. It paid off every time. Whenever I would have someone come up to me and tell me, like, someone in the audience was like, "Mommy, she looks like me," or when I was at the stage door and you see these little black and brown Annas and Elsas, I'm like, oh, okay, it's all worth it. It's all worth it at the end of the day.
Yeah, because Anna's such like an iconic character. So when you are playing that role, you're showing a lot of people like we can be these roles, and it's okay to not be white but still be black and be a princess. So when I found out, I was like, yes. I was like, we need to get a ticket, but we obviously couldn't. But I really wanted to see you on Broadway.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you.
What was it like doing Waitress?
Oh, that was a show of many firsts. It was the first time I got to record an original Broadway cast album, and that was on my bucket list. First time ever working with Sarah Bareilles, that was amazing. First time performing on the Tony Awards, and we got to do like morning shows and commercials, like all those different things. So it checked off a lot of boxes of firsts. I made some amazing friends that I now call my sisters. And yeah, it was, for me, in my career, I've always aspired to like continue elevating myself and continue challenging myself more and more. And for me, swinging was amazing, but I was like, okay, that's one level of it. Now let's try to get an ensemble member that's on every night. And then let's move up to supporting, and then let's move up to, a lead, and then one woman show. Like that's my ladder that I have. And so for me, doing Waitress and booking an original Broadway cast, which is also on my bucket list, and now doing the show every night, like being in the show every night, that was something else that I wanted to, build the stamina for and explore like what that looks like and what that means. And so that was cool for me to check that off. And working with Sarah Bareilles, like I used to listen to her music in my college dorm room and like blast it. So I was like, I'm in the room with this magnificent being. So that was also like an excellent experience to be able to see her at work, and she has such care for her music, and she's a dope human being on top of that. So it was, it was the show of many firsts.
Did you ever have a personal moment with Sarah?
I've had many personal moments with Sarah. Yeah, she's a cool one. And she introduced me to a good friend of hers, Miss Emily King. And I freaked out. Because Emily came to see her perform, of course. And we used to like blast Emily King's album in our dressing room. So when we heard that she was at the show, we all geeked out, and we were like, Sarah, can you introduce us to Emily? And she's like, oh yeah, of course. So she came and she introduced us. She took a picture with us, and so that was awesome. A lot of great memories in that theater, for sure.
Awesome. And our last question is, what is it like doing Paradise Square, and what are you most looking forward to with Tony season coming up?
Ooh, with Tony season coming up, I'm most looking forward to Jaquina Calacango winning the Tony.
I know. Yes.
Agreed.
If she doesn't win it, like, what are they doing?
Agreed.
What are they doing?
Yes. So that's what I'm most looking forward to. And Paradise Square, it's been a whirlwind. Again, I use that word a lot, but it's been a whirlwind. And standing by is such a big responsibility. Mm-hmm. And this role, for me, it challenges me a little bit more in my dramatic acting. Anna's comedic, and I've been doing Once Upon a One More Time for a few years, and Snow White is very comedic. And so this is something to ground me a little bit more and have to dig into that dramatic side. And so it's been a challenge in that way, but it's also been beautiful because the score, which is also Tony nominated, but written by Jason Howland and Nate and Massey, it's been like amazing to sing, to be able to be myself in these songs. I think oftentimes with Broadway musicals, there's a genre. We have pop, we have gospel, we have jukebox, we have all these different genres. Right. But sometimes in musical theater, we get like put in this box that we have to sing a certain way and sound a certain way. And I think this music allows me to put in my little jazz, my gospel, my pop, my MT, like everything in one in these songs that I get to belt out and have fun and like put my own little stank on it. So I'm so appreciative to Jason Howland, because we went through the score and he's like, all right now, and I'm like, can I release the beast? He's like, release the beast. And he allows me to, put my flair on it, and I don't feel constrained as an artist, as a singer, as a performer. It's been a great character to expand me and grow me and challenge me to walk fully in my power and sing out and have a good time doing so and making it my own. So,
Wow,
yes, that's what I've enjoyed.
We've totally forgot about Once Upon a One More Time. And Lee, what is that like?
Yeah.
What is it like singing that Britney music? And is it coming to Broadway soon?
I mean, I hope so. We'll see what happens. That's always the goal, but we haven't heard an official announcement or anything of that nature. But it was, I've been working on this show since October 2017.
Oh,
wow.
God. It better come out.
Yes.
It's been right. You're like, it's about time. But no, I mean, musicals take a very long time to develop. Most shows take 8 to 10 years to develop and make it to Broadway. So we're on track there. We'll see. Hopefully it doesn't take that long.
Right.
But no, it's been great being able to develop this show from the ground up and having the opportunity to, craft that character and make her mine. And the cool thing about that is like, that's the foundation that you build for people years and years and years from now, hopefully to build upon. And so it's really cool to have that responsibility. But yeah, Snow White, she's a hoot. She's a special one. She's a lot of fun, and her costumes are amazing. And yeah, we get to have a Britney Spears concert every night, so it's cool. And we get to change some of the lyrics to match up with our storyline. So that's been a gift, and that's been awesome to be able to switch it up a little bit. But the audiences in DC enjoyed it thoroughly, and hopefully we get to bring it to New York soon.
Yes. But now we can play one of our games. We have 2 games. You can choose either one. The first one is Put a Finger Down. So we'll have 10 fingers. We'll give you a little prompt, and you'll put a finger down.
Second game is Guess the Musical. It's either song lyric. It could be like something in the play. It could be like the title of the song. It could be anything, honestly, in the musical. And then if you don't get it the first time, we gave you clues.
I'm going to play the first game.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
I'll play the first one. Okay, I have my hand. Here are my hand. My fingers. Ready.
Put a finger down if you've rejected plans because of rehearsal.
Oh, definitely. I've done that.
Put a finger down if you cried at closing night.
If I cried at
closing night.
Closing night. Oh, yeah. I've been a mess. Yes, that's definitely happened.
Put a finger down if you've been noticed on the street.
I will say that.
Put a finger down if a famous person came to your show.
Emily King.
Put a finger down if you've interacted with that theater person.
With that theater person, the famous person that came to the show, or someone else?
It's kind of like, like the Rachel Berry from Glee. How she's kind of like, I need to be center stage. I don't care who's in it. It's about me.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
There are a few of those in different casts and varying degrees. Yes, they exist.
Put a finger down if you ever burped or farted on stage.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I've done that.
Put a finger down if you've ever fallen on stage.
No, I don't think I have.
Nice.
Wow.
Coming off stage, yes, but on stage, no.
I feel like you're like our first person.
Yeah.
Knock on wood. I don't think that's ever happened to me. Yeah. Okay.
We say that, and then you fall today.
And then I go on stage and I bust my
Yes.
Yeah.
Put a finger down if your voice cracked on stage.
Yes, that has unfortunately happened before.
Put a finger down if you've gotten gifts from fans.
Yes, really beautiful gifts. I have them on my wall from Frozen. A lot of beautiful dolls and artwork. So yes.
Put a finger down if you played multiple roles in the show.
Yes, beautiful.
Awesome.
You did good.
You got pretty much almost all the fingers down.
Yeah. So tell us. So tell us about the time you ever burped or farted on stage.
Well, I'm a very gassy being. I burp a lot, so that happens all the time. Farting, I try to be a bit more discreet about that, but it's definitely happened. I try to make sure I'm in the corner or away from other people.
That's considerate. Yeah.
You know, if it happens on stage, I try to if I have on like a big costume that's gonna hide it, then we're good. But other than that, I try to be away from people. I'm not one of those people that's like, I just farted.
People are
I try
like
to keep
that.
it a bit more secretive. Yeah, there are people who are like, haha, I farted. And I'm like, okay, that's not cute.
We interviewed someone that was in the Book of Mormon. Have you seen it?
Yes.
Do you know like the big hell scene where the two big pillar comes up and all that? Well, apparently somebody farted and they were on the pillar.
Yeah, so
it
woof.
Everyone on the
See,
stage.
that's rude. That's rude. That is so rude. You can't be doing that.
Right.
We've had someone tell us that they used to like burp while singing in between lines, and like their other person that was singing with them would like be burping back at them. I don't know.
Right. Oh my god.
Yes.
I mean, it's happened where like I've had like little burps that'll happen while I'm singing. Those are hard, but you don't necessarily hear them, but I can feel them. But no, I've definitely burped on stage before, probably on purpose a few times. I'm that person with my burps, but not with my farts.
Yeah, I don't fart. You fart. I burp. This dude will let out a nasty one where I'm like, I know it was you. There's only two people in this room.
There's only two people here. I know it was you. No, I try not to attack people with my farts. Okay. I try to keep those to myself. Yeah. But burps, that's another thing.
No, he will admit it. He'd be like, I have no clue why it smells like that. Like, it just means
you know why.
Come on. Okay. What is your interaction with that theater person?
We won't. There are many energies and spaces, you know, and it's something that I tell some of my mentees. It's like you have to learn to work with different types of people. Yeah. Unfortunately, those people will not always be kind. I've more so been in the space with them than had to have an interaction with them. So I've seen those things happen and been like, oh yikes. But I will say I don't think I've had to have like a one-on-one where I'm like, okay, whoa. You're doing too much, thankfully. But I have seen those events happen. They're not always the greatest. What I have to say about that is don't be that person. Right. That's all I have to say. Mm-hmm. Try to be kind. You know, we're human. We're gonna have moments where we might slip up and be disrespectful or have an unprofessional moment or be angry or whatever. But there's always a way to combat that and, you know, take a moment to yourself, walk out of the room if you need to. But I try my best to treat everyone with kindness. And there's some people who test that sometimes. And, you know, you might have to remove yourself from them. Right. But we are human, so we all have our moments. But I just try my best to not burn bridges, to be professional, and to be kind. Because that makes people want to work with you more, you know? And you don't want to work with anyone who's unkind. So why put that out there, you know?
Yeah. And now we're going to move on to Quick Round. So these are rapid fire questions.
You're fast.
Okay, here we go.
Favorite Halloween costume?
Oh, I didn't celebrate Halloween that much growing up. My parents. No, yeah. So I don't have a favorite Halloween costume. There you go.
Okay, Harry Potter house.
And I'm not a Harry Potter girl. Next question.
Favorite holiday?
Favorite holiday is Christmas. Because we would go Christmas caroling.
Favorite song?
Favorite song? Oh man, there are too many. Favorite song that I'm listening to right now that I listen to on repeat is Yeba. Well, her whole album. But Evergreen. And yeah, I'll say Evergreen for right now.
Favorite actor?
Favorite actor? I mean, Viola Davis takes the cake.
Yes. Favorite musical?
My favorite musical, it'll be a tie between Aida and Once on This Island, probably.
Favorite food?
Pizza.
Favorite color?
Oh, I have many. Blue's at the top of the list, but blue, yellow, purple, red. Those are my tops.
Favorite beverage?
Favorite beverage? I drink a lot of water. I know that's boring. My favorite alcoholic beverage is a tequila mule. So there you go.
So was that, I think, yesterday, I think.
Yeah.
Yes.
Favorite place to eat in New York?
To eat in New York, there's actually a spot near the lake in Central Park. I have two spots in Central Park that I like to eat. And Bryant Park during, you know, shows. It's really nice over there.
Biggest pet peeve.
Ooh, someone smacking, like someone when they're eating, just chewing with their mouth open. Nope.
Favorite sitcom?
Favorite sitcom? Well, A Different World. It's back in the day. I loved that TV show. A Different World.
Favorite costume?
Ooh. These are supposed to be rapid fire. I will say the dress that Anna gets to wear for her first time in forever for the ball. And yeah, that was fun.
Favorite animal?
Favorite animal? I don't know if I have a favorite animal. I'll go with a dog because I do like dogs. I don't have one, but because they're messy. But I'll say dog.
Favorite ice cream flavor?
Ooh, Haagen-Dazs vanilla or Haagen-Dazs. They have a dulce de leche and a pralines and cream. I like ice cream.
Favorite sport?
I'll say basketball. I used to play basketball when I was younger.
Favorite vacation spot?
A beach. Anywhere that they have a beach that is clean and clear that I can see my toes through the water. That's what I love.
Favorite movie?
I don't have a favorite movie. These are great questions. I don't think I have one. It used to be, we have to skip that. I don't even know right now. But Black Panther is pretty high up there. Mm-hmm. I went to see that one a couple times in the theaters.
Favorite dance style?
Favorite dance style? When I was growing up, my dance teacher, like from high school, had this style that she did that was like modern and jazz together, and I liked that.
Favorite pop star?
Favorite pop star? I'm gonna go with Beyonce because who doesn't? Right.
Favorite dance number in a show?
Ooh, that I've done or just in any
general?
Show? Well, anything in MJ the Musical currently. My goodness, they are dancing over there.
I
it's
want
amazing.
Miles Frost to win that Tony so bad. So bad.
Yes. Miles or Jaquel from Strangely.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yes. Favorite book?
My favorite book. I read this book. Oh my goodness, what was the name of it? It was Elaine Welteroth. She's like a talk show host now, but she used to work for Vogue. Oh my God, I can't remember the name of her book. That's bad, but that was my favorite book.
Favorite Broadway cast album?
We're probably gonna have to say Aida.
Okay, if you could be any animal, what animal would you be?
Probably some form of bird because I want to be able to fly.
Favorite theater saying?
Theater saying? I'll say my least favorite one is the show must go on. It's only my least favorite because sometimes the show needs to stop. Mm-hmm. But I'm a believer of, it must go on. If somebody calls out, we got to get up, we got to keep it going. So I'll say I'm in the middle with that one.
Okay. If you could bring anything on an island, what would you bring?
If I bring anything on an island, what would I bring? Probably my sister.
I love that. Lastly, if there was an award named after you, what would it be?
Ooh. I think that it would be for some sort of making sure that representation it matters. That's what it would be. Yeah.
I love that. That's it.
We're done.
Thanks for watching. Did you enjoy this interview? Well, make sure to subscribe to us below and follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and Twitter at BroadwayTime_. We hope to see you soon for another thrilling interview.